Captain's Log, Saturday morning, Port Ballantrae, just about slack water. And the forecast was horrible last week. We had the last day of summer and it was sunny. And we had our regatta here with the traditional sailboats. Today it's already raining and the rain's only going to get heavier. The winds are to come up to force 5 or 6 and there'll be strong offshore winds, though oddly enough that means I can find shelter in under the under the cliffs. And I'm just going to take a short trip on very traditional water because I'm in a new boat, well, new to me. I did have for a long time an old fiberglass North Shore kayak, and I loved that boat. It fitted me like it had been tailor-made, but the hull was getting into a terrible condition. It was leaking badly. I decided I had nothing to lose and had to go at replacing the gel coat, and just as well I had nothing to lose because I made a terrible mess of it. The upside is I now know how to work with gel coat and I could do a proper job, but that ship has sailed or sunk. So I bought this old Valley Avocet off our kayak club because strangely none of the young trendy members want to use it, and I think this is a lovely wee boat. All I've had to do to it so far is replace a bit of elastic and fit new deck hatches. Well, I'm going to have a wee play and see how it performs. But so far, on this flat smooth water, it feels lovely, it feels stable and planted, and I'm actually quite happy to chuck it on edge. I think me and this Avocet are going to get on very well together. Well, so far, so brilliant. Compared to my Dagger Stratos, which is about half a metre shorter, this feels heavy, but it also feels planted and reliable. Compared to the short Stratos, it's harder to turn, but compared to most sea kayaks, it's really manoeuvrable. I've had a great time. I've taken it through a few arches. The weather forecast has been upgraded to force 7 later today, and there's a storm surge starting to arrive. But that's meant I've had a few waves to play in. Been a lovely wee trip. Definitely bonding with this old boat.